Hi everybody, welcome to a new episode of What's New in Shalene's Neck of the Woods. So last night I finished this. As you know, I had been coloring it in between finishing some of my other pages. And I couldn't remember if I used my Inktense pencils or my Neo 2s when I painted it. I am not sure what I did. And then I went over it and did shading with my polychromos. And then, I don't know if you can see it, I used stickles and my glittered gel pens. So yeah, he's done. So today I need to finish. I'm going to do as much as I can on this because I'm doing a buddy color with Jen today, so we're working on a different book. So I will color some of this now. It's very quiet in my house right now. Justin's best friend had to work today, so her boyfriend called and asked Justin to come over and hang out with him. Justin has a small group of friends that he has had since elementary school, and they get together once in a while. Sometimes they go out for coffee, sometimes they go out to eat, sometimes they just hang out and play games. Oh, I didn't even realize that one was purple that's next to it. Oh well. So, Justin left this morning. His best friend has a 4-year-old son or a 5-year-old son, and maybe I'll try it with red with it. So she has a new boyfriend, which is a good thing. And her new boyfriend has a son with Down syndrome, and they spend a lot of time together, and the two boys get along. So Justin and his friend Cece do everything together. Her last boyfriend was the father of her son. Didn't do anything with them. So whenever Justin or her got invited to like weddings or anything, each other would bring the other one as the plus one. But with this new boyfriend, they do a lot together, so things are changing. But Justin and her are still best friends, so they still spend a lot of time together. But yep, it's her and 3 of his other friends have been close since high school. Or since elementary, I should say. They've been friends since kindergarten, I believe. And they've always been there for each other, graduation parties and birthday parties. New Year's Eve parties if Justin's not working. I'm not sure what to color these. because I have yellow there. And Scott's working. He'll be home in about probably 45 minutes. I already have dinner ready. I had a couple bites because I hadn't had lunch, and it's 2:15 now, and I was hungry, so I had I made pasta. I was gonna make spaghetti and meatballs, and then I realized I didn't have spaghetti. I had farfalle, so I fixed up the farfalle and the meatballs. And I had 2 meatballs and a little bit of farfalle till Scott gets home. I got up this morning and cleaned the kitchen, ran the vacuum through the house because every room in my house has carpet except the kitchen and the laundry room. So that took a while. I have the last load of laundry in the wash machine. When I'm done here, I got to put it in the dryer, and the towels just got done drying, so I will have to fold them. And then I am going to watch movies and color with the buddy color with Jen. We are coloring out of Alice in Wonderland. And Amber just texted me about half an hour ago that Blake took 2 steps on his own, but he's such a little booger that he did it the hard way. Instead of letting go of the furniture and walking, he decided to go it straight from being on the floor, standing up, and walking. Most kids let go of the furniture. At least mine did, and the kids I've been around have. Or they let go of your hands. And she hasn't heard if she has work or not tomorrow. Okay, I think I'm going to do these red. Let's see. It's kind of nice red. It's a vibrant red. You know, I'm glad that they put the colors, numbers, or the color names and numbers on these, but who the hell can read that? I mean, really? I can't. Okay, I'm gonna do yellow, green, blue, and purple. Okay, orange. Don't be flying. This is why I don't color outside, because My seating area is on the porch. I have a swing, and the porch has slats which are, you know, have openings on it. And my luck, my pencils would roll off and go underneath the porch. And I am not going under my porch to go find my pencils, because we have little critters all over the place. And we've had possum under our porch. We have had snakes under the porch, which I'm fine with the snakes as long as I see them first. But I'm not going under there. So I guess I could put a piece of plastic around. But you know how that goes. They would roll off the plastic on me. So, yeah. And the dog must have finally settled down, because she hates when I clean. She absolutely hates it because I'm not sitting still and spending time with her. When I'm coloring or reading, she can come over and I can pet her and love her up, and sometimes throw the ball in the house for her to go play. But when I'm cleaning, she's not getting attention. And she follows me up close to my heels, and she whines the whole time, and I trip over her. So when I'm cleaning, I have to put her in the crate. It's the only time she gets put in the crate. I was going to get rid of the crate, but it comes in handy once in a while. But even doing dishes, I've told her lay down by me, but she's got to walk right behind me, and I trip over her. It's just a mess. The last dog that was mine, he also had to be right with me, but not as bad as she is. If I told him to go lay down so I could clean, he would go lay down so I could clean. He didn't follow me like this when I was cleaning. And the cats, they just scatter when the vacuum cleaner comes out. One of them will lay in the same room I'm at, but he glares at me. And the other ones, they just hide. Or they'll just go from room to room as I'm vacuuming. So I did that. Scott called and asked what's for dinner, because we eat dinner on Sundays around 3 o'clock. Because he's in bed usually by 4. And I said, I'm making pasta, I was making it for lunch. I said, but we're going to end up having it for dinner because I was fixing it. It was 2 o'clock. 1:30, 2 o'clock. I said, so it's dinner. I said, but if you want, we're out of Parmesan cheese. Can you please pick some up? My DVR is full of movies, so I want to watch a bunch of movies. And I might have tomorrow off, which will be Monday. That's what Amber was told on Thursday at work, because I had Friday off, and they told her she would probably have Monday off as well. But they would let her know Sunday night. So do you prefer to wrap presents or do gift bags? Mine depends on the size of the package, or if it's an odd-shaped package, they fit better in a bag. Or if I'm doing, like for my mom, for Christmas, this past Christmas, I bought her a whole bunch of books, Christmas-themed books, like Nora Roberts, Debbie McComber, that type of thing. And so I wrapped each one individually and put it in a gift bag. And gift cards I will put in gift bags. I would get the small gift bags and put them in there, so they have at least something that looks like it's wrapped. And I don't always buy boxes for clothes, so I will wrap them in tissue paper and put them in gift bags. And I also will reuse gift bags if people, if they weren't ruined. I will fold them up flat. I have a gift box, gift wrapping plastic box that I put on my wrapping paper and Scotch tape. What color did I use in that? Not that one. And I have all the gift tags and stuff like that in there. Do you think I could find the color I want for this? Of course not. Oh boy. There it is. So silver. And sometimes I wrap the things that get put in the stockings. Like if I buy CDs for the boys or games for their game systems or their PC. Justin has a PC. Then I'll wrap them and put them in. But a few Christmases ago, Justin had given me a list of all the games that he wanted. PC games. He has Nintendo. He has like every game system that's out there. And so he said some of them would have to be used because you can't buy them new anymore. And I said, okay. So I went online and I bought a bunch on Amazon. And I went to Target and bought a bunch there. And his friend, who now owns the gaming store, one of his good friends that's included in that group I told you about, he was manager at a store before he bought it. And so I had him help me get the used ones. So Justin had a very nice Christmas that year of every game. I think I ended up being able to get every single game he asked for, and there was a lot on there. And he was thrilled. But now that I have the grandbabies, I can't do that. And that, I believe when I did that, Dylan was still living in PA for school. And we had already, we gave him quite a bit of money to help him out down there while he was going to school. So we felt that Justin should have a nice Christmas. Not that he never does. You know, he always has a nice Christmas. Plus, I was working then and making more money, so I was able to do that. Yesterday was a nice day, so Justin went to go play Pokemon Go. It was Pokemon Go day. He said there were quite a few people out at the park he went to. There's a park in Batavia that everybody goes to when they play. Okay. Don't forget, we gotta bling this page up for Jen. That one's cute. I think I'll do this one in silver and red. I will be announcing giveaways at the end of this month for the color along out of this book and for having so many members join in my Facebook group. And I forgot what number I'm at on YouTube subscribers. All you little peepers are awesome. The comments and the emails that I get, and joining the Facebook group and sharing everything. It does my heart good to see it all. I can't do this without any of you. You guys are just, you're amazing. You're amazing. I plan on continuing making videos. I'm trying to do them daily. There might be some days when I can't. As I said, it depends on how tired I am from watching the boys and how hot it's been in their trailer. Because if it's been really hot in their trailer, the heat just does me in. So I might even have to take a nap when I get home just so I can be refreshed and do videos and function the rest of the evening. And Mondays and Wednesdays, I might not always make videos for the rest of the summer because Amber is still taking classes and Dylan has a hard time handling both boys by himself. He cracks me up. I won't forget the night he sent me a message. The first time he had to be home by himself with the first or second time he had to be home by himself with the boys. Wanted to know how I did it raising two of them. Because he was going nuts. That's the night that Carson put peppermint Tic Tacs up his nose. And Dylan put Blake to bed and the doorknob broke and he couldn't get back into Blake's room. Yeah, Dylan is I always called him my challenge child. And he's always up for a good laugh because there were times I really wanted to strangle him growing up. And Scott wasn't around much. He's a workaholic, and because I was a stay-at-home mom, he was working like 60 hours a week at his regular job, and he's been at the gas station where he's now manager, but he started out there when Justin was a baby, so he was working there Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays, so he wasn't around, and he worked nights at his he's always worked the third shift. So he's never been around much for the boys. So it was almost like being a single parent. And I told Dylan, I kept him and Justin busy, you know, and they weren't like his two boys. Carson's very, very jealous of Blake. He won't play with him. And if Blake touches one of his toys or even his blanket, he has a fit. My boys were not like that. My boys played together. So I could set them up on the floor and they'd play for hours with their toys. And since I didn't work, I made all my Christmas and birthday gifts for everybody. I cross-stitched all the time. And my boys knew never, ever, ever touch my cross-stitch stuff. Do not ever touch my scissors. And they never did. I could leave them out on the table and go cook lunch or dinner, fix lunch or dinner, and they would never touch my stuff. I could never do that with Carson and Blake. So, yeah, they just raised different. Dylan also has a short fuse, and he gets upset easier than I did. So he's asked me to help him on Mondays and Wednesdays while she's at class. Last Monday night, her class was canceled. And so I didn't have to go over. But I did last Wednesday, and I stayed till almost 9, which I usually leave. Whenever I stay for dinner at their place, I always leave around 7 p.m. because I like to take my showers at night around 7 o'clock. Scott gets up between 8 and 8:30, takes a shower before he goes to work. So I want to make sure he has hot water. And a lot of times my TV shows come on at 8 o'clock, so I try to be home between 7 and 7:30, but Wednesday night I stayed later. And I know I probably already told that story. You know what? I didn't watch any more Christmas movies like I was going to. I will have to see what's on the DVR. Maybe that's what I'll watch, our Christmas movies on the DVR, because I need to get stuff watched on the DVR, but some of them I keep, and I really don't need to. Let's see. I'll do that gold. That's not gold. That's bronze, right? Like I said, I can't read it. It's copper. Oh well. Still looks pretty. Have any of you been to any of the ugly sweater parties that go on at Christmas time? I've been to one, and I bought Scott and I matching sweaters. We had a good time. I don't wear too many sweaters. I get warm very easily, and other people's houses are too warm for me. And the friend that had the ugly sweater party had a pellet stove, and it was way too warm for me. So I already knew it would be because I hang out at her house. So I had worn a t-shirt underneath my sweater so I could take it off. I do have a couple sweaters, but I don't wear them very often. So yeah, we did do that. One time. We were invited last year, but I was sick, so we didn't get to go. Oh, what color, what color? You know I want some silver in there. But I am going to say goodbye because Scott will be home any minute. I know he's not home yet because the dog didn't bark. She barks at him and Justin, does not bark at me. Yep, she's snorting, so she's doing her little wolf thing. So, I'm going to say goodbye, and until next time, when I have a new episode of What's New in Shalene's Neck of the Woods. So, goodbye, everybody!